Hello everyone, it's me, the Retrodan, and welcome to another Backlog update, this time for October, which was a very eventful month compared to September, and there's a lot to talk about in this month because I beat a lot of things, and I even have to look at the notes on my phone to remember what I played because there were just so many games compared to what I usually do per month that I cannot even keep track of them. And some of these I've already recorded a video about in the channel, and some of these I will also be recording a video on in the channel in the future. So let's just start on what I played this month. Starting by The Witcher 3 The Wild Hunt. If you've been watching the channel, I've already posted 2 Witcher videos, one about my initial thoughts when I was about 50 hours into the game and one about how I felt when I beat the game. Now, I won't go too in depth into this game because of these reasons, but I will be completing this game after I buy it on the PlayStation because I don't want to 100% complete it on the PC, but I will be rebuying it on the PlayStation once the complete edition goes on discount and I can get the platinum for my PSN account. But if you want to know more about my thoughts on The Witcher 3, make sure to go ahead and watch the Witcher videos because those were really good. Then I finished Ratchet & Clank Size Matters, which was a game that had been sitting on my backlog ever since it released on the PS Classics collection, and this is a game I've already also talked about in very old videos, and I really enjoyed playing it again. I can understand some of the flaws that a lot of people have and complaints about Ratchet & Clank Size Matters. It was a poorly made PSP game, the camera angles were very bad. There was a very grindy aspect to the game because the enemies felt like bullet sponges, but nevertheless it was a classic and nostalgic for me, a very nostalgic game that I loved playing. The completion wasn't that hard, you just had to do a little bit of grinding in the end, nothing that serious when it's compared to like the original Ratchet & Clank Platinums in which you had to grind the game over and over again to farm bolts. But that was a game that I really enjoyed beating and playing again, which I don't think I'm going to be playing again very soon, unless I want to make a Road for 100% episode on it. Then right after that we have one of the biggest releases of the month, which also got its own video here on the channel. Of course, I'm talking about Astro Bot. Very fun completion. The first episode of my new series, The Quest for 100%, is about Astro Bot, so if you want to know more about, I'd really urge you to go check out that video because I had a lot of fun making it, and it's the first episode of a series that I'm going to be working on in the future, so you guys also keep posted for that and watch the intro for the series on the channel if you want to. But Astrobot, definitely one of the highlights of the year. I really enjoyed it. The 100% was expectedly easy, and I'll play it again once they release the next week's speedrun trial so I can get those last few trophies they are putting out each week. Only 2 weeks remaining, but definitely a 10 out of 10 game, and go check out that video. Then right after that, another game which I also already recorded a video about, and that's a common trend for all of these games. I really enjoyed most of what I played this month, so I've been recording videos for every single game, which is Final Fantasy 15. A lot to be said about this game, a very fun platinum. That's another thing, I got the platinum for almost every single one of these games. But Final Fantasy 15, really enjoyed getting the platinum in it. I still want to play the DLCs, I'm waiting for them to go on discount. I'm grabbing DLCs for all the games that are missing trophies from DLC specifically, but this one was one I had a lot of fun beating, so I want to get into again whenever I get the DLCs because I want to fill in those gaps in the lore that I haven't managed to do so yet. Then right after that we have a game that's also been talked about on this channel, and I'm going to stop saying this since almost every single one of these games has been in the channel, which is Risk of Rain 2. Not much to be said here, so I'm going to keep it short. I just went ahead and after playing it a lot of hours on the PC, I decided to get the platinum on PlayStation. A couple of annoying achievements or trophies, but nothing that serious. Pretty easy platinum if you already know the game, which was my case, so I decided to just go ahead and get it on the PS5. Then right after that, a Lego game, which I tried to play to differ somewhat the genres of the games that I was playing this month. I played Lego City Undercover. Now there's a lot to be said about this and I didn't record a video about it, but Lego City Undercover, when it comes to Lego games specifically, was one of the worst games when it comes to completion criteria because the collectible detectors that you usually get in Lego games at the end of the game in this one were close to useless, and I think that They could have made it way better, and the best way to approach this 100% if you haven't done so yet and you are interested in getting the platinum for it or the 100% on Steam, whatever you prefer, is to watch video guides on how you can get every single collectible, because that's the easy approach to it, or else you'll just have to keep using this little datapad thing that the main character has in the game to locate collectibles inside of every single map. And it's a very big open world that has a lot of collectibles. As you know, Lego games most of the times are collectibles, and this one is no different. Other than that, interesting story, a very good Lego game. I can understand why some people consider it one of the best Lego games that was ever released, because it's very fun, has very fun vehicles to use, a very cool open world to explore, and definitely one that you should check out if you are a Lego game enjoyer like I am. And let's keep speeding through these games because we're reaching the end. I'm going to highlight 2 DLCs that I completed right here, which were the Spider-Man CTNS, I beat the Heist, and Turf Wars. I'm missing the last one, the Silver Lining DLC for Spider-Man, and that's a work in progress. I'm beating the Spider-Man DLC so I can get that 100% on my PSN profile, because I'm missing the last DLC's trophies and I'm missing the New Game Plus Ultimate Difficulty trophies, so I'm going through the DLC so I can finish that first before going into New Game Plus. I don't really know how I feel about the DLC before I finish this last one, because these 3 DLCs compiled work into one specific story about gangs in New York, but these are normal stories when it comes to quality, nothing that is comparable to the actual main game story for Spider-Man, which was a really good game. Either we're talking 1, Miles Morales, or 2, very good games, so the DLC kind of feels like it weighs down the quality of the entire game because it's not as good as the main game, but it's very good to get some content for a game that everyone liked, so I really enjoyed it. Then for the last game we have also a repeat, which I've talked in this channel a long time ago, not specifically about the game but about the franchise in general. I made 2 or 3 videos about it, and I'm talking about Sonic Frontiers. Now, I completed this game close to its launch on PC, so then it was a really easy platinum for me on the PS5. Nothing that hard. I managed to cut a few hours from my original total playtime of the platinum when I completed it on PC. It's a really simple platinum. You have to collect some stuff, finish the whole maps, beat the bosses, beat every single creature that's in the game, and nothing really that complicated, but that makes it for around 9 things that I managed to clear out of the backlog this month. Now, if you've already seen my last video talking about that Chained Echoes boss, you know that's one of the games that's going to be in the November video, and I'm also going to make some more videos about it. I'm interested in recording some guides as it has some complicated mechanics and it's an JRPG that I invested some time into. I want to talk about it. But other than that, I'm hoping that November is just as good of a month as October is, because then we can get some more games out of the way, some more videos into the channel, and the backlog gets smaller and smaller until I eventually have cleared everything. Thanks for joining me in this October update. I am really sorry if you think I am speeding through everything, but I don't feel like bothering you with details on the games. I just want to tell you guys who enjoy and keep up with this journey what I've been beating over the last few months, and I hope to see you around. Leave me a comment about what you have been playing. Make sure to like the video, subscribe if you're not subscribed yet, and other than that, this has been the Retro Den, and I'm out.